Here we are once again, Lion Rock Cafe. Today, another great singer in our show, a great singer that collaborated with a lot of guys, of great musicians, of great bands. We will talk about this later, but first of all, let's say hi to Ronnie Romero. Ciao.
Ciao, come stai? Saluto a tutti.
Ah, bene, a little bit of Italian language. That's great. After
Yeah,
all,
of
you are
course. Yes.
a Latin guy, so sounds great. If you know something
And I
else
live
in
in Romania,
Italian, you
so
can, of course. You are from Chile, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, great. We will talk about your country too and your experience over there. But first of all, I would like to ask you one question that every one of us would like to ask you. A question about your, let's say, how you end up working with Richie Blackmore and what it was like. Many people say that he has a quite temperament, but we would like to ask you about it, about him and about the band,
Um,
of course, and about all everything that related to Richie.
yeah, no, he was always a cool guy to me. But I never had
Ah,
any problem, you know.
hmm
Yeah, it was cool. You know, we met. You saw a couple of videos of me singing some Dio and Rainbow stuff in YouTube when he was looking for a singer. So yeah, he saw the videos. He contacted me and he talked to me about this idea to make some shows on 2016, and that was it. You know, we met, we hung out really well each other, and that was it. You know, very easy working with. Is a cool guy. Obviously, he's a legend. So um, I think it was important also for the relation we had that I understood my position. You know, I was just a young guy coming in the band and working with him as a, you know, he's one of the founder of the music we love, and while you understand with you're working with, I think it's very easy.
what it was like singing those songs with the one that created this music, even created the hard rock
Yeah,
music.
yeah, it was fantastic. You know, also because I was always a big fan of Deep Purple and Rainbow since I was a kid. I remember to listen to the songs with my father, rest in peace. And so, yeah, as you say, suddenly you see yourself in the same stage with Richie Blackmore. It's something like you will never imagine. It's like a dream come true. So.
Which songs you like mostly to sing about Rainbow, about the Purple?
Um,
Uh,
I like them all, you know. I'm a big Deep Purple fan, so um, I would say I'm a big Richie Blackmore fan more than just one band, Deep Purple or Rainbow. I like all his work. So since I was a kid, I was, you know, I have memories of myself when I was probably 10, 12 years old singing Highway Star in front of a mirror, pretending that I am Ian Gillan, you know. So so yeah, obviously the people relate my voice more with the Ronnie James Dio songs, but I would say that I enjoyed singing all the material.
the pity is that no more tour anymore, or maybe there's gonna be some other tour with Rainbow. What about Richie? Did you talk with him recently, or I don't know
Yeah,
any news about it?
I talked to them recently. Um, Normally it's through his wife, and and yeah, she was telling me that Richie was having some health issues. So he was taking the touring life easy. So he was just doing shows near where he lives, and you know, probably that's why there is no more Rainbow shows. I don't think it's gonna be more. Um, and so yeah, I mean, but it's okay. You know, it's almost it's 80 it's 80 years old, I think. So it did a lot
Yes,
for all of us rock fans, and I think it deserves just to, you know, like have an easy life, and we will keep enjoying his
of
music, of
course.
course.
Of course. And apart from this, the Rainbow experience, you have done a lot of things later on. For example, you work with another great guitarist, a German guitarist that, of course, I'm talking about Michael Schenker.
Yeah,
There are many differences between them. What do you think?
they are totally different. Yeah, they're totally uh, opposite characters, which is cool. I think because at that level of genius of music, everyone is his own character by himself. So it is cool. Richie is more like I would say it's more like a wild and wild player, and he gives to the band also more freedom to perform the songs. And Michael is totally the opposite. Michael is he wants to rehearse every single part of every song, every single aspect of every show, and it's a different way, it's a different approach, let's say. But both are genius on what they do. So
See, two giants, two guitar hero
yeah,
that make history. Okay, and then you work with other bands. There are too many. There are so many that I can remember all, but I can mention Lord of
mm,
Blacks, of course, Lords of Black, okay, and Ferryman
yeah,
and Sandstorm, many of them. And of course, we will talk about also your solo album that will come out soon, as far as I know.
yeah. It's gonna be out October 24th. Yeah, at the end of the month.
What we should expect from it?
Well, it's basically a continuation of the first solo album, Too Many Lives, Too Many Masters. As I say all the time, I'm not inventing the wheel of music, but it's just the
Nobody
music that
can.
I feel. Yeah, it's the music that I feel, the music that I like, and the music that it comes from my influences also. So it's just I would say it's a hard rock album where you can hear many of my influences, and I think it's a step forward from my previous album. I think it's better in terms of composition, in terms of songwriting, in terms of sound. It's also better. It is a process I was going through because it's with my solo albums. It's the first time that I'm actually taking care of every aspect of making an album, not only the songwriting but also the production. So I was learning through all this process.
You composed all the
Uh,
songs by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I work with my guitar player. We make the songs together, and in this case, for the new album, we had a couple of songs that were written by a couple of friends. Um, but basically, yeah, it's us writing all the stuff.
I see. And how did you started singing rock music when you were young?
Well, music was always present in my house. My all my family, they are musicians. So and I was singing since a very early age. But I think the first approach I had singing rock music was with a couple of schoolmates. We put in a band together when we were around 14 years old, and
Sounds typical.
yeah, we were doing some Jimi Hendrix and Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple kind of music, and also some American rock bands like Eagles and Creedence Clearwater, and so yeah, we were basically just playing those songs we love, and suddenly I just realized that the style of that music, it fits really well with my vocals. So yeah,
And of course, I suppose that you have many vocal heroes.
yeah,
For example,
yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, obviously, all the big ones and the people would expect, like Ron James Dio, David Coverdale, Ian Gillan, But then, you know, I was always listening many bands. I was not that kind of a rock fan that listened just a few bands, and especially because of my father's influences, um, I had the chance to listen many different subgenres of rock music. So you know, I remember listening since a very early age. For example, Kansas. So Steve Walsh is one of my favorites. Journey with Steve Perry. Um, Obviously Freddie Mercury from Queen. So yeah, many different singers.
You have mentioned all my favorites, especially
Yeah,
especially Steve Perry and Walsh, because maybe in Europe they are not so appreciated or so famous, but or no. You know that they are giants about vocals, especially Steve Perry, Journey. Wow, my
yeah.
it's like a
Yeah, I
vocal
mean,
god.
I remember to listen Kansas a lot,
Yeah,
and
Kansas.
and also to play a couple of songs with my band when I was a teenager. So, and that was a challenge for us, you know, because it's not easy to play Kansas. Though the people would think that
Can imagine.
it's easy music, but it's not. Yeah, so yeah, it was challenging for us, and it was cool to do. You know, it was really cool. But also for example. Credence. There was a band that I used to listen, and we used to play a lot of that. So I would say, and then something that the people normally they don't expect. I used to listen a lot of guitar players like Stevie Ray Vaughan or Frank Marino, Gary Moore.
Oh, Frank Marino.
On the 2000s, I remember to listen to Kenny Wayne Shepherd also. Um, so yeah, I got influences from them also. You know, like all the blues he comes, especially from Stevie Ray Vaughan. It was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think that is very important because many of the new vocalists, the new singers, probably they prefer to go high pitch voice, no?
Mm.
But instead, I think that sometimes I mean, generally speaking, sing in the middle tone or even in low tone, you can give much more feeling. What do you think?
Well, I mean that's okay. It's okay to have a very wide range, of course, and if you can reach high notes, it's cool. But I mean, for the music that I love, there was always singers with a lot of dynamic on the vocals because at the end, singers we are storytellers. We are telling a story, So and the story have many different parts. So it's not always a lot of information and a lot of fast images. Sometimes there is a quiet image, so you need to slow down a little bit. And for me, the dynamic is very important. That's the music I grew up listening to. I mean, Steve Perry and Steve Walsh and all those guys, they can scream, of course, but there were a lot of different other colors in the songs, and that's for me it's very important.
Yes, because if you sing all the time in high pitch voice in high tones, of course, this could become boring, of course, and like you said, not
Well, but
much dynamic in this.
some people like it, and some singers they think that's how they prove they are good singers. And well, I'm not against that, of course, but I prefer the other way. I'm 43 years old, and I come from a era where music what was a different feeling. You used to listen music for different reasons, not only because you like it, but even when in different stages of your life, every song brings you a memory. And for me, the colors in the music is very important. So I mean, you can scream, but also sometimes it's good. It's really good to whisper a little bit, and also playing rock music. I think is very important to have this blues bass on the songs. So yeah, it's a different point of view, anyways.
You are perfectly right. Yes, yes, yes. Do you think that you bring some of your country in your way of singing? Some I don't know, some Latin feelings.
It could be, yeah. Why not? I mean, well, in Chile there was the hard rock music. It was not very popular for political reasons on the 80s and the 90s, where when I was listening to music, it was really hard to get music from the outside. Anyways, I always felt like with a schoolmate of mine, they were putting this band together. We were always the weird guys, you know, because I remember at that time, all my schoolmates, they were listening to Pearl Jam and Nirvana and all those bands, and uh, and we were listening to Steve Ray Vaughan and Jimi Hendrix, you know. So we were a little bit the different guys. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. But about your country, Chile, how did you end up in Europe, and how was the scene when you started to sing and to play in Chile?
Well, in Chile, there is rock music and heavy metal music is a little bit underground. Uh, there is another genders that they are more important and more mainstream.
As you
There
said
is a
before,
fan base,
yes.
of
Yeah.
course. There is people listening to rock and heavy metal music. I think there is more market in Brazil and Argentina, but because of the dictatorship that was in
Yeah,
Chile until 1990,
sure.
you know, the American music and European music was not coming into the country
Yeah,
much.
we
It
know.
was it was really hard to get albums and to listen music in the radio. So I think that's why it's a little bit underground still. Um, so when I moved to Spain, it was a totally different thing. You know, yeah, there were more opportunities also
Ah,
to
to
make
Spain.
music.
Okay.
There were more infrastructure like rehearsal rooms, and you know, you meet more people and you can make more music. It was totally different.
What do you know about Italy? I'm very curious about music in Italy and about everything else.
Well, the one thing is, with my wife, we love Italy. We go there. We go there very often. Actually, yeah, last holidays we just did Tuscany, and then we went to Puglia for another week, and
Uh huh.
we go very often
I
there
see.
to Rome. We met in Milano with my wife. I asked her to marry me in Milan also. So it's a very special country for us. We really love it.
Ah.
It's obviously the food, the wines, and the people. We love the cities. We love every city in Italy. It's very
Well,
special
it's
for us.
perfect for romance.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
What are your plans now? Of course, there is this album that will come out soon, and later, will you play live with your band or with other projects? I don't know.
Well, so far we have a tour with Gas G starting October the 10th in Spain. We will do some European shows for a month while my album is being released, and then I think I will wait a little bit because I just did a European tour with my solo band last year. So obviously, I don't want to burn the market, uh, playing very often in the same cities at the end. You know, I think it's not good. So we're gonna wait until after the summer next year, and probably by the end of 2026, we're gonna go out for touring the new album.
But any collaboration in the future? I don't know. Frontiers record projects.
Not much. I'm just focused on my solo career now. Um, Obviously, we have this Elegant Weapons with Richie Faulkner new album that's gonna be out
I
at
forgot.
some point. I
I forgot to mention them.
Yeah, the album is the album. Yeah, The album is recorded already, the new album, but there is no plans yet for release or for making shows. So because obviously Richie is really busy with Judas Priest right now. So
Richie
so we will
Faulkner.
see.
We are
So
talking about the
yeah,
Judas Priest. Yes. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, so far I'm just trying to get to be focused on my solo album, and we will see for the next year if something is coming. If somebody knock the door, we will see.
Okay, you used to be so busy that, of course, I can imagine that now it's time to focus on your things. Sure, on your albums,
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
your
Yeah,
music, of
that's
course.
what I decide
Now
to
is the
do.
time. It's the right time.
Yeah, I decided to do that when I quit the Michael Schenker group, and because I wanted to focus on trying to build my own career, and you know, I really appreciate and I'm really grateful of everything I did with Richie Blackmore, with Michael Schenker, and with many others. But a couple of years ago, I just felt that it was the right time for me to move on and try to do something by myself. So I'm just enjoying that moment and trying to build something by my own.
And one last question: to a young singer, what can you recommend? Some tips, some, I don't know, advices. Nowadays, it's quite difficult to build up a career, as you.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is tough for everybody. But not only for singers, for any young musician. That is a very important thing that it always worked for me. Well, there is two things actually, and you will need it if you want to make a career in the music industry. One is, of course, to never give up. Everything comes very hard all the time. It's not easy to make music, and it's not easy to handle to be in the spot, and criticism and all this stuff. But it is important to keep doing it. If you believe in your music and you believe in your talent, it's important to keep doing it. um,
Do you recommend also to be on social network and stuff like that?
well, yeah, of course you need to be there to promote your music. I don't think that's the most important part of making music, but um, sadly, musicians, we are forced to be there a little bit, so I mean, it's another, while you take it as another tool to promote your music, everything is okay. And the other very important thing is just to work really hard, because this is a job that it requires a lot of sacrifices. It's not easy to be a musician. It's not, as you can see in the social, for example, that everything is cool and everything is fantastic and everybody's happy. There is a lot of work and sacrifices behind. You sacrifice especially time with your family, because you are away the most of the time, and you sacrifice time, you sacrifice your health, you sacrifice relationships, and it's not easy. So it's important. For example, you are lucky in my case if you have somebody who understand your work, and sometimes you are away because you need to be on tour for 2 months and come back, and you need to go to the studio and to be writing music until 3 in the morning, and that's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. It's not easy, but if you, as I said before, if you believe in what you are doing and you think you can do something and you can bring something good, um, just keep working and don't give up.
And most of all, when you get on stage, every problem disappear.
Well, it not necessary. I wouldn't say that actually. I think that's something. It's not totally 100% correct. I think for a musician, it is important to show feelings. That's how you give more meaning to the music you're doing. So it is okay if you write a song when you're sad. sometimes the best songs comes from traumatic moments, you know. So and that's also, I think it's important for the people to realize that we are just normal people, you know. We are not gods with the special powers. You know, we're we're just normal guys. We have the same problems. We have the same issues. And sometimes you don't have the best day. Sometimes you are tired. Sometimes you are sick. Sometimes you are not just having a good day. And if you show up, you show yourself as a more natural and organic person. I think that's very important also.
Well, Ronnie, this interview, this conversation is was very, very interesting, and I think that you're a great guy. And what can I do? I can only wish you all the best for your career that is going very, very well, and is going to be even better in the future, I'm sure, because you are a great person and, of course, great voice.
Hopefully. Thank you very much.
And after all, you are Latin, so I am on your side. Okay.
Exactly.
So if you want to say hello to all the viewers of Lion Rock Cafe, I would be glad.
Oh yeah, of course. Especially to my Italian friends. I love the country, and I have to uh, probably to have some shows there in the near future. I love the people there, so
Gonna be
it's
there.
fantastic. How you say in Italian? Ci vediamo presto.
Beh, bravissimo, bravissimo, grazie mille, grazie. Ah, before close conversation, I'm gonna ask you something. Can you sing something for
Yeah.
us? I don't know, some verse of Rainbow Song or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's a rainbow song. That's actually my favorite song. Is I have the lyrics
Oh,
here
wow, great.
in my
So you
skin.
can remember.
Yeah, my favorite song, which is catch the rainbow. It's probably my favorite song. It goes like, when evening falls around to me like whispered dreams, your eyes can see. Soft and warm, she touched my face, a better straw against the lace. And this part, we believe we catch the rainbow right away to the sun.
Unfortunately, I don't have a guitar here or a bass, but next time I will bring it. Yeah, because I'm a musician
Yeah.
too, but not so great, of course, not so famous. Thank you very much,
Okay,
Ronnie. Thank you very much, indeed, from my heart.
for sure you are.
Wish you the best.
My pleasure. Piacere, grazie mille.
Grazie a te.
Ciao.
Ciao.